Welcome everyone, it's great to have you here. Today we will be testing the new chemicalworkz tire dressing brush together. Let's take a look together today. Small and compact for applying tire care to the tire sidewall. And it's so soft that you could actually use it for the interior as well, but today we're going to use it for its intended purpose. Let's get started. Onto the tire. Today's topic is treating the tire sidewall with tire care. And for that, we are using the TDB detail dressing brush, measuring 5.5 x 5.5 x 6 centimeters. Let's take a look inside here. It can be opened from the top. Everything is also wrapped in a clear plastic film to prevent any dirt from getting on it. Now, let's take a closer look at it. A small, soft brush applicator for applying tire care and efficient. Everything also comes here, in a case or holder. Here, you could also secure the whole thing with double-sided tape or with a Velcro pad somewhere, and then you can simply hang it here. And that's just the first thing I find really, really cool. It means you can just stick the holder somewhere and then quickly hang the whole thing up. And this is actually what it's all about. You've seen the holder. It looks like this. And this is actually the brush applicator that we are discussing here. In terms of handling, you can use this small stamp head at the top to save your fingers, just like you can easily maneuver it over the tire. You can also hold it like this between your two fingers and handle it way, but I think most people will just grab it with their thumb and index finger. So the handling is really nice. I think it's great. And here at the front, we have very, very fine bristles. They are really super, super fine and extremely soft. You can easily glide it over the skin without any issues. Super, super soft. Perhaps the lady here from the makeup area knows this as well. So in terms of the bristles these are not bristles. They are very, very fine brush hairs. It is really very, very nice, completely smooth in design, and here in terms of size, so that we can treat the tire sidewalls beautifully with it. The overall size fits very well on the tire sidewall. What advantage does this offer? Once we achieve a really nice finish here, even on tires with these inscriptions on them, actually every tire here has some letters, numbers, or design grooves like this, for example. Here in this area, the problem with a regular applicator is that it sometimes doesn't get into these grooves properly. Then you have to dab it on, spread it out again, which makes it uneven, and then we end up with too much product. This will then run out, and these bristles allow you to distribute it evenly here. Afterwards, you can simply rinse it out under water and use it again next time. Let's take a look at this. I'm not going to do a 50-50 separation here because it's less about the tire sidewall. We'll just use the SC tire dressing from INNOVACAR. Let's shake this up again. And then we'll put a little bit on this applicator. So, everything is well pumped into the picture. Now we have a small dot here. You can see that it is slowly sinking into these bristles. And then we can easily spread it on the surface. And now comes the huge advantage of this brush applicator. By moving it back and forth, the product spreads into all those small fine gaps, creating a nice even applicator surface. This means that the product is now present everywhere here. That means, when I move over here, you can see that it works wonderfully into these gaps, and you immediately get a nice even finish. You have not too much product, not too little on the surface, and it slides and glides super easily over the surface, giving you an even finish. With many tire care products, you won't need to polish again or go over it with a cloth afterward, as it distributes evenly and effortlessly here. You won't have to buff anything out again because the layer thickness is just perfectly uniform. And there you can simply dose it. You just need to see how large your tires and areas are, whether you need to add a little more, or if you just apply 2 or 3 spots and then go around the tire once. And that's the nice thing about it. It can be done really well. You have a nice grip. You can also go over it multiple times. This way, you distribute the product more and work it into the surface very quickly. And I believe that if you quickly test this with your favorite tire dressing, you will soon notice how quickly you can get around and achieve a perfectly even distribution. Afterward, simply rinse it out with water, dry it, and you can use it again next time. It works perfectly fine with another tire care product as well. When you are done applying, just go under the faucet here and simply wipe it completely clean. It will come out nicely. Of course, you shouldn't let the tire care product dry in here for 2 weeks, but rather rinse it out properly, move it back and forth, and then simply let it dry. After that, we can ideally use it again. So it's very, very easy to use and therefore also reusable multiple times, making it significantly more sustainable than regular tire applicators, which tend to get clogged over time and eventually become difficult to clean. This works very, very well. Yes, I will also be using this brush applicator in the upcoming videos for tire care, as it gives me a really nice even finish. It washes out very easily and can be stored compactly thanks to the holder. Overall, it's a really great thing, especially when it comes to applying tire care. You can also use it in the interior, but please make sure to use one that hasn't had tire care applied to it before. You can also use this for displays, gaps, small areas where a lot of dust accumulates, or on high gloss black surfaces. Then please use a second or a third one. I actually got several right here because I want to use them for many applications, but you definitely need to keep them separate. Do not take the applicator that was used for tire care into the interior. It's quite clear. Just mark it with a small dot or something to keep them separate. Feel free to test it out. I've linked it below, and we'll also see the product in the upcoming videos. And you also saw that it can be cleaned very, very nicely. So just give it a try. New things are always cool, always something new to play with, to test, and to compare. Yours, Sebastian. Take care. Hello everyone, I hope you are all doing well today. I wanted to take a moment to discuss the year 2001, a year that holds significance for various reasons. It marked the start of a new millennium, bringing hope and anticipation for the future. Many events occurred that shaped the world, influencing technology, culture, and politics. Reflecting on this year helps us understand the developments that have led us to today.